Hey everybody, and welcome back to Video Game Esoterica. On this week's episode, we have the Panasonic FZ-35S interactive media player. The entire M2 chipset is inside this box. It's basically the M2 console, except in a black rectangle. It is essential to play the two beta games that have released for the console, and whatever else might be out there. So when we're taking a look inside, you're going to see the DVD-ROM drive. I cannot find the model on Google, but it is your standard everyday DVD-ROM. Over on the left-hand corner, you're going to see the entire power setup with a very beefy power cable. Also, just kind of your basic console setup. Not a lot to see in this, honestly, but I did want to give you guys a look. Interestingly, on the left side is that multi-pin connector that does show up on the M2 boards by Konami, so I think this is kind of a derivative design. In the back, that is your entire AV in and out. I'm going to switch the shot and show you guys what this was actually capable of doing. So around the back, on the top, you have RGB out. It's actually VGA. It does have horizontal and vertical sync marked in the manual, so it's not actually a 15 kilohertz RGB signal out, but it is true VGA. In the middle, you have S-Video, and then you have your standard composite, yellow, white, and red. Obviously, that's going to be the worst connection, but you have all three options on there. Below that, you're going to see serial port 1 and serial port 2. This kiosk unit was able to take touchscreen devices as well as a modem. I'm not sure how much of that ever got utilized. The touchscreen may have been in the car dealerships where this was kind of installed, but really don't know. Additionally, you have a keyboard and mouse input, and then a parallel port for printers per the manual. I really don't know if the M2 ever did print, but it kind of does give you an overall look at what you're going on here. On the top right, there is that little empty bay. Really not much in there. It goes to where the power supply is, so I'm not sure what would have been installed. There really isn't anything in the manual to indicate. And a giant fan. That really is basically just the M2 kiosk. It is a console with a couple extra ports put in a very ugly box. There is the FZ-35S1 that has the mold from the console, but honestly, it is much more expensive and it plays the exact same software, so when I was trying to find an M2, I decided to look for the kiosk, but that's about it. I've uploaded some gameplay from IMSA Racing as well as the shooter demo, so go ahead and take a look at those. Otherwise, this is the M2 kiosk, as close to an M2 console as you're ever going to get. Stop back next week for some more content. You can follow us on Instagram at Chicago Game Collector. Otherwise, if you like this video, give us a like, think about subscribing. But you guys have a good week, and we'll see you next time.